Jenny Fritz, Dr. Jennifer Avery, distinguished faculty and staff, we welcome you to the 2023 Eastern Michigan University Nursing Convocation. Congratulations to our graduates who are here today. You've earned all the joy and pride that comes with this great accomplishment. And we hope this celebration provides an opportunity to reflect on your achievements and prepares you for the exciting challenges ahead. Thank you to the family and friends that are here to celebrate our graduates. Today is about you. You have supported our graduates, their decisions to become nurses, and made extraordinary sacrifices to bring them to this point. Graduates, I invite you to stand up and turn around and give your family and friends a round of applause. Thank you all. I would now like to introduce Dr. Jenny Fritz, who is the Interim Dean for the College of Health and Human Services.
Hi everyone, I'm Jenny Fritz, and it is such a pleasure to be here today. I did write a speech, but now that I'm standing here, I feel like I might not even say it. I do know some of you, I have not met all of you students, but really I'm so proud of all of you, and it really is such a privilege and a pleasure to be here today among such amazing students and now professionals as you enter the next phase of your life. Your journey is just beginning, and the world is yours to explore, and you should feel so proud as we do here at EMU. I hate this thing, it's taller than me. I'm gonna stand on my tippy toes. It's time for you to create your story, whatever that story is gonna be. Being a nurse, caring for patients, being an administrator, or something in between, your impact is going to change lives. You are here because you're special, you're strong, and you're ready. You get to set your vision and make it your story. There are no rules about what that story should be, and that is the beauty of what your next step is. There is no more important career right now in the world than nursing, and I think you all know that and you hear that all the time. We want to make sure that you make your mark and you know how special you are. And remember where you came from, and make sure that you visit us and stay in touch with us. And we all want to make sure that we hear from you. We want you to be brave, work hard, and have fun, and take some chances. And don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You have gotten here today because of doing all that. And it's been hard, and you know that, whether it's because of the pandemic, or family stress, or work stress, or whatever it is, you've gotten here because you've worked so hard, and you deserve everything that's coming to you now. We want you to use your voice to advocate for yourselves, for your patients, for whatever work that you're doing. Speak up for what you believe in, and just know that we are so proud of you. So again, it is my privilege and my pleasure to be here today, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Dr. Fritz. So hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Jennifer Avery. I'm the interim director for the School of Nursing, and this is by far one of the best things I get to do in this job today. So I really want to thank you for joining us today, either to celebrate your own accomplishment or that of a loved one. Honestly, today would not be possible first and foremost without those of you sitting there in your graduation regalia. Today is your day, and this is a day where all of your hard work and dedication is on display. But equally invested in today are the people surrounding you physically or in thought, your friends, family, faculty, staff in the School of Nursing. And I think I can say, just thank you to everyone. Graduation is primarily the time to reflect and celebrate your accomplishments, generally accompanied by much applause as you experienced walking in here today. Honestly, that was one of the best welcomes I think I've heard for our graduates entering the pinning ceremony. So thank you, friends and family. At this point, I think you know that pinning ceremonies are a little bit different. It's not quite the same as a convocation ceremony. You aren't simply completing a degree. You're also either entering the profession of nursing or taking another step forward within it. So I'd like to let that sink in for a minute. The profession of nursing. I'm sure you've heard that a lot. What does it mean to you? You've endured long nights, you've persevered in difficult courses, you've grown from your interactions with your patients, peers, and professors. And lastly, you've hopefully conquered APA formatting and the challenge of finding a parking spot on campus, or at least a spot to sit here for the pinning ceremony. In short, you've been here today because you've been successful. What does that mean? Does it mean it was easy, without troubles or stumbling? Does it mean guaranteed success on any certification exams that may lay ahead? Or does it mean you have your entire career planned out and you're going to be able to follow that plan to a T? No, of course not. It's like trying to define what it means to be healthy because it's nebulous, and it's going to be different for each and every one of you. In my opinion, the main definer of success is that you're happy. So I'd like this to be the last thought that I leave you with. Happiness and being a nurse are both choices. You're here today because at some point you made that choice to become a nurse, and you're now at a big milestone in that journey. As you continue onward, your path through nursing may at times diverge or be unclear. But just remember, we are always here to support you, and so long as you choose to be happy, you will be successful. It's now my distinct pleasure here in a minute to be pinning you, but first I would like to welcome your faculty speaker, Dr. Caroline Peltz.
Thanks, Dr. Avery. Well, good afternoon, graduates. There's really nothing more perfect about this afternoon than coming together to celebrate all of our graduates from the School of Nursing here at Eastern Michigan University. Thank you so much. I am very, very humbled and very honored to have been asked to share with all of you a few words on such a very momentous occasion. Some of you have met me, some only recognize me from a Zoom meeting, some may only know me by name, and others may wonder who I am. Well, first and foremost, I'm a real person just like you. I'm a nurse, and I'm also an educator. And it truly has been an absolute privilege to have been afforded the opportunity to help prepare some of you to be my first-time colleagues, to facilitate colleagues who are already practicing as nurses, to deepen their knowledge of the art and science of the discipline, to have the opportunity to celebrate those who have completed a Master of Science in Nursing, and also to celebrate those who have obtained a Quality Improvement Healthcare Certificate. Today really is one of those days that you're really never going to forget. You had a vision, you set a goal for yourself. You chose the battle of dealing with COVID-19 with online nursing classes, clinical courses donned in personal protective equipment, and study in laboratory settings where you only met the eyes of your faculty and fellow classmates and your patients. Today, we celebrate your success in completing the requirements for your degrees and your certificates. Although the journey hasn't been anything like you've experienced before, you truly did do it. So as Dr. Avery mentioned, this is a little different than the commencement that you'll experience within the university tomorrow, for those of you that will be attending, and I strongly encourage you to do so. What truly is this pinning ceremony? Well, the pinning ceremony has been really considered a rite of passage for graduates that trace back to the Crusaders of the 12th century, when a group of knights who tended to and cared for injured and suffering Crusaders were recognized at a ceremony where they were presented with a Maltese cross that they wore on their arm. We'll fast forward the timeline to the 1860s, and it was during this time that Florence Nightingale presented a Medal of Excellence to her hardest working nursing graduates during the Crimean War. Advance the timeline a little further, and we end up in 1916, and it became a standard in the United States to no longer award only a few nurses with a Medal of Excellence, but instead all nursing graduates with a pin during a special ceremony. The pin was provided by the Hospital School of Nursing to the students to identify them as nurses and act as a proof of their education. For some, the pinning ceremony is more important than the university commencement, as this tradition is an important celebration for new graduates on the brink of entering their nursing career. This is truly a day where you come to a fork in the road. There's no reason to feel tachycardic, tachypnic, diaphoretic, or have a syncopal episode while you choose your direction. But if you do, you know that you're surrounded by graduates, not only who know what I'm talking about, but more importantly, know what to do to save you. Take the road less traveled. It will make all the difference. You are a new generation of nurses. You are new leaders. You truly are not entirely the same person you once were prior to the beginning of this educational journey. You see the world very differently. Always remember that a good nurse is a humble nurse, and you will never know it all. It remains a privilege to have the opportunity to safeguard another human life. Today is about you, the graduate. It is a time to reflect on all that you've accomplished, a time to celebrate. It's a time to reconnect and embrace all who have helped you accomplish your dream, which you already did prior to the beginning of this ceremony. Graduates, today truly is your day. You've mastered skills. You've cared for the old, the young, the homeless, the dying, expectant mothers, and prisoners. You have heightened your cultural awareness. You addressed issues that will impact your professional practice in APA format, of course. You have learned to have a voice. Don't be afraid to use it. You are able to think independently. You can diagnose. You have diagnosed each other and have suffered from impaired concentration related to sitting for long periods of time while studying nursing theory, as evidenced by checking Facebook, going for coffee, and doing other tasks not related to studying. You can develop a plan of care. You can work collaboratively with other disciplines. At times, you might get jazzed up, but you have the knowledge and the compassion to help your client find their place on the health-wellness continuum, which, remember, extends to infinity and beyond. Nursing is like no other discipline, as nurses are the gatekeepers of healthcare. Nurses make an impact every single day in the lives of the people of our community. Nurses are the voice of the voiceless and the advocates for those who cannot advocate for themselves. Nurses make a difference and make the world a better place, one client at a time. Your journey from novice to expert will be one of continuous improvement and lifelong learning as you continue to understand what the art and science of nursing is about and continue to discover how nursing theory truly relates to nursing practice. You will be movers and shakers for the next generation, creating an evidence base for future nurses of America. Remember that the pinning ceremony isn't just a tradition. It's a symbol of your hard work and dedication. This pivotal moment in time is a time for celebration with your classmates and families as you transition from student to registered nurse. We all have the opportunity to create positive change. Never lose sight of why you chose the profession of nursing. Continue to be curious. Continue to work hard. Continue to research. Continue to be connected to others, and ultimately help our discipline move forward. Don't underestimate the power of human interaction, of eye contact and a smile, or the reassuring pat of the hand or a promise kept. In closing, I would like to share with you a poem written by Sherry York called Hearts of Gold. There are times in our lives when we sit down and wonder where our lives will lead us. Sometimes we get so caught up in our jobs that we forget what we truly represent. We get frustrated, aggravated, pushed to the limits, and so mentally tired that we feel, what is the use in being a nurse? But then someone gives us a weak smile or holds our hand and they say, thank you, you are so special. Then we feel the warmth in our hearts. All the bad feelings disappear and they're replaced by the core values that we represent: human dignity, compassion, dedication, integrity, stewardship, leadership, excellence. So when the bad feelings begin to take the time, say this prayer: Lord, help me to bring comfort where there is pain, courage where there is despair, acceptance when the end is near, a touch that is gentle with tenderness, patience, and love, and always remember that nurses are truly blessed. For you see, God did give us hearts of gold. Thank you, God bless, and congratulations, class of 2023.
Hello everybody, my name is Frank Schaller. I'm an assistant professor in the School of Nursing here at Eastern Michigan University. And in just a few moments, I am going to have the wonderful pleasure to introduce to you all our nursing graduates. Graduates, would you please stand? Tegan Lechnar. Thank you to my family and Nicholas for being my inspiration to go into nursing and supporting me every step of the way through it. Thank you to my parents for teaching me from a young age that quitting was not an option. Thank you to the organization of Alpha Psi for pushing me to realize my potential, and to the women of my sorority for never failing to lift me up and to get me through this journey. Finally, thank you to my lifelong friends that I now call family. I truly couldn't have done this without all of you. Emily Wagner. Thank you to my family who have been nothing but supportive throughout this journey, for always encouraging me to be great and pushing me to succeed in every way. I love you all so much. I also want to thank Alpha Zeta Delta for the friendships it has brought me. These women have stuck with me through the thick and thin, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without you all. You were there for all of the late night study sessions and never failed to put a smile on my face. Joseph Randall Egros. I would like to thank my family, friends, and the Lord for the support and opportunity to complete this journey. I would also like to give a special thank you to Erica, Daniela, and my mother for being great nursing examples to follow. Thank you and love you all. Gideon Kayambuthi. I would like to thank my late mother, my dad, my siblings, my grandmother, and friends. I appreciate them being by my side through the many challenges I have encountered. Here's to my accomplishments and those to come. Glory be to God. Thank you. Mariah Carpenter. I am grateful to my mom for persevering through nursing school to provide a better life for my sister and me. Not until I worked with and learned from my mom did I realize how many people love, depend on, and respect her. It is a respect that is earned and deserved, a respect that I can pray for and work toward as I enter my career. It is an honor to follow in your footsteps. Megan Muma. Thank you to my fiance, Gabe, my family, and my friends for supporting me and believing in me. Thank you to my professors for challenging me to grow. Thank you to my awesome advisor, Dr. Frank Schaller, for providing guidance and encouragement. Thank you to my colleagues and classmates for teaching me something new every day. Bethany Yokish. I would like to thank my family and friends for their continued support all throughout my years in college. I would also like to thank my clinical instructors for their guidance and reassurance throughout the program. Willasia White. I just want to thank my dad, sisters, and my best friends for supporting me through my nursing journey. It has been a long road, and I appreciate you all for sticking with me and supporting me until the end. Angela Sebald. Thank you to my parents for being my biggest supporters and constantly reminding me how capable I am of anything I put my mind to. Thank you to my fiance for your incredible support, especially these past 2 years, and always being that positive encouragement I needed, especially on exam days. Finally, thank you to my grandma, my inspiration to pursue nursing and giving me big shoes to fill. Kelsey Roque. To my family and friends, I cannot thank you enough for all of your love and support. I would not have been able to do this without you. It means so much that you are all here today. I cannot wait to start this next chapter. I love you all. Riley Peerway. To my family, especially my parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandparents, for continuing to support me as I pursue all my dreams. A special thank you to my boyfriend, Austin, for putting up with me over the last stressful year. Can't wait to see what the nursing world has in store for me. Mackenzie Geisler. I would like to thank my family and friends for supporting me through everything I've ever wished to achieve. An extra shout out to my favorite study buddy and good friend, Riley. I am so excited to venture back to Madison, Wisconsin after too many years away from my family. Thank you again for keeping my head up during this long road to getting my BSN. Hannah Bracken. I want to thank my parents for their continuous support through all these years of college. You never batted an eye when I told you I wanted to be a nurse near the end of my exercise science degree. You just supported me in my decision and were my biggest cheerleaders through it all. Thank you guys for coming, and all the way from Texas to support me in my graduation. Hollywood. I have the deepest gratitude to all my instructors, fellow graduating students, and family members for the support, compassion, and love during this nursing school journey. To my grandfather, who is also a nurse and is no longer here, I hope I made you proud. Pamela Ataya. I would like to begin by expressing my gratitude to Allah by saying Alhamdulillah. I would also like to extend my heartfelt thanks to my family and friends for their unwavering support throughout this challenging yet rewarding journey. Their constant encouragement and assistance have played a significant role in helping me overcome obstacles and get back on my feet. Although I could spend countless hours expressing my appreciation for their presence in my life, I would like to acknowledge that the intensity of my emotional reaction when I sustained my fibula injury was far less compared to the level of emotional distress that I experienced during this nursing program. It brings me immense joy to witness the graduation of myself and my friends, and I eagerly anticipate what lies ahead for us as newly qualified nurses. This journey has been an incredible one, and I am excited to embark on this new chapter in our lives, where we can use our knowledge and skills to make a meaningful impact in the healthcare industry. Ariel Cotton Jackson. Sending the utmost gratitude to God, of course, as well as my grandmother, my mother, my aunt, and my biggest inspiration, my daughter. Lastly, anyone who has ever believed in me or encouraged me to keep going. Without them, I would not be anywhere near I am today. Brianna Coleman. I would like to thank my sister Rachel for always believing in me and consistently having my back. I would like to thank my sister Rana for supporting me throughout this difficult journey and listening to my long-winded rants about nursing school. I would like to thank my best friend, Tori, for helping me stay positive and keeping me focused on the end goal. I would like to thank myself for believing I would make it to the end, for not giving up. Lastly, I would like to thank my mom for inspiring me to become a nurse and for raising me to be the opinionated, mentally strong woman I am today. Sierra Fletcher. I would like to thank my family for supporting me, especially my parents. A special thank you to Colby and Myra Fletcher for pushing me and your generous contributions to my education. I would like to thank some of my coworkers for being so encouraging these last semesters. Everyone was helpful in my journey, and I appreciate every single one of you. I would like to thank myself for putting in countless hours of studying, practicing for checkoffs, and getting through this program. Lastly, I would like to thank Alex for watching over me. I know you would be proud and the loudest one here. I love you all. I can't forget to mention my two sisters. Thank you for always being there. You two are up next. Brooke Stoika. I first and foremost would like to thank God for everything He has done for me that led me to this moment. I also want to thank my parents, siblings, boyfriend, and everyone who has supported me during this journey. I love you all. I look forward to beginning my nursing career as a pediatric nurse on a cardiology floor at U of M Mott's Children's Hospital. Congratulations to all the graduates. We did it! Rachel Herman. I want to thank my parents and family for all of your support throughout my academic journey. Your love, guidance, and faith in me have been a constant source of strength, and for that I am forever grateful. I'm also grateful for God's guidance and grace, and I know I could not have achieved this milestone without His help. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all that you've done for me. I'm excited to see what the future holds, and I know that with your continued love and support, I will achieve great things. James Totten. I want to thank my family for their love and support. I would not have been able to do this with you, especially my wife, Betty. You're always there for me, and I'm so lucky to have you in my life. Thanks to my daughter, Marjorie, and my son, Jimmy, for your words of encouragement and keeping me calm. And for my personal PowerPoint consultant, my daughter, Isabel. What would have taken me hours to do, you helped me finish in under 1 hour. I'm also so happy my mom could join me today. I love you, Mom. I want to thank the EMU professors who provided constant support along this journey. For my classmates, I feel fortunate to have spent classes and clinicals with such smart, funny, and caring people. You will be wonderful nurses, and I will miss you. Aaliyah Markham. To my husband, and especially my daughter and my boys, thank you so much for loving me and supporting me through my college years. I could not have done it without you, and I love you all so much. I ask for my family to stand up, and big thank you for everything. Carlene Oliver. Success comes from personal effort, faith in God, and support and encouragement from others. I learned really fast to make it through nursing school. I was going to need a whole lot of those things. I want to thank my professors, clinical instructors, and fellow students for surrounding me with care and compassion and helping me get through APA, ATI, checkoffs, simulation, and the predictor testing. Thank you to my aunts and uncles for being my cheerleaders along this journey. Thank you to my son, Nick, for being an inspiration to return to school and telling me it is not about being smart, but about applying yourself. And to my husband, Ben, thank you for supporting, encouraging, and allowing me to follow my dream of becoming a nurse. Sabu Ali. Thank you to my loved ones for always supporting me. Annika Marriott. Thank you to my parents for their unwavering love and support. Without you, this would not be possible. Thank you. Sabrina Rentenbach. Thank you to all my friends and family who have supported me throughout my journey of nursing school and helping me work towards my dream job. I'm looking forward to my career as a pediatric nurse and could not have done this without your support. Morgan Azopardi. I would like to thank my family for their continuous support throughout these last few years. I would also like to thank my professors for the guidance they provided me along the way. Most of all, I want to thank my classmates as we struggled together and supported one another throughout this journey. Congratulations, class of 2023. We finally made it. Laura Aldaco Ravilla. Thank you, Brandon, my biggest cheerleader. Thank you for making me laugh and making all my meals. Mom and Dad, thank you for investing in me and believing in me. Carla and Gabrielle, I'm so thankful to be a part of this team. Ed, thank you for inspiring me. We have come a long way from the overnight ride-alongs. Thank you for showing me how to be nice to patients and staff at 3 a.m. Thank you to my family and friends for all your love and encouragement. Daniela Romero Vargas. Thank you to my mother for being my rock and support. Thank you to my two sisters for listening to me vent countless hours on the phone about my clinicals and school experiences. Thank you to my nieces and nephews for being my first patients and letting me practice many checkoffs and head-to-toe assessments with you all. Thank you to my friend Olivia and her dad for believing in me and reminding me of the reason behind wanting to become a nurse. Finally, thank you to my classmates for having my back throughout the nursing school. Having you all by my side made nursing school much more bearable. Future nurses of America, we did it! Michael Deppler. I'd like to thank my spouse, Adeli, for all her support, my kids, and my mother, father, and father-in-law, and mother-in-law for all their help. It took a village. Ryan Barrett. I'd like to thank all nursing faculty for their efforts these past 18 months, specifically Dr. DeBello, Mrs. Tamara Wagner, and Mrs. Deanna Gower. Most importantly, I want to thank my friends and family for the support and encouragement throughout my time at EMU. Scott Granzato. First, I would like to start by saying thank you to the main people in my life who have helped me the most, my parents. At times when I wanted to give up, they were there pushing me to keep going. I also want to thank my brother and girlfriend for always making me smile and laugh during those difficult days of studying. Casey Gavigan. I would like to start off by thanking EMU Swim and Dive and all of the teammates and coaches I have encountered during my time at Eastern. I would also like to thank my fellow peers. I could not have made it through the nursing program without you. You know who you are. Kyle, thank you for all the love and being by my side through this part of the journey. I would also like to thank my friends and family. I am so thankful to have such a great support system. I want to give a special thank you to my parents and grandparents. I would truly not be the person I am today without their guidance and unconditional love. One of my biggest joys in life is continuing to make you all proud. Carlin Hudson. To my friends and family, thank you for being a part of this incredible journey. Your friendship, support, and encouragement have been invaluable. Your belief in me gave me the strength and confidence to continue as I faced all the challenges nursing school comes with, and your love built the foundation for all my successes. To my professors and clinical instructors, thank you for sharing your knowledge, guidance, and patience as we progress from a simple hand washing checkoff to taking complete care of a nursing assignment. And finally, to my classmates, I am proud to have shared this experience with an incredible group of individuals. From our late night studying right into our early morning clinicals, I am thankful for all of our moments of laughter and camaraderie as we faced many challenges, ATI creating most of them. Thank you all for your unwavering love and support. I wouldn't have made it today without it. Lauren Bailey. To my friends and family for always supporting me in everything I do. Libby Shea. First, I want to say thank you to all the nursing school instructors for all of the time and resources you have provided me throughout my time in school. Also, I wanted to thank my nursing school peers, Casey and Chance, because I would not have been able to make it through the nursing program without you. I also want to thank my fiance, Andrew, and my parents for being an amazing support system throughout my journey. You guys have been my rock, and I just want you to know I appreciate everything you guys have done for me. And now I will present the RN to BSN nursing students. Sama Hashem. Thank you to the nursing staff, my family, and friends for all of the support. Sherry Wallach. Graduating with my BSN has been a dream for a long time. I am so thankful to be here. First of all, I want to thank Jesus for walking with me every step of the way. Every good and perfect gift comes from you. And thank you to my family for all your love and support, especially my husband, Craig, for being my best cheerleader and rock. I love you. Taylor Van Hollebeck. I would like to thank my parents for pushing me to do my associate's degree because I didn't want to do it at that time. I'd also like to thank my Aunt Connie for showing me how fulfilling nursing can be. And finally, I'd like to shout out myself. Go me! Taryn Pagel. Thank you so much to my mom and dad for always supporting me in everything I do and then listen to me complain about it. And thank you to my daughters, Mia and Emma, for surviving their boredom when mom had to sit down and do homework instead of jumping on the trampoline. To Tammy and Lauren, I owe you both a few karaoke notes. I love you all. Lauren Fournier. I want to give a big shout out to my parents and the rest of my family who have supported me throughout my years of nursing school, and another special shout out to my boyfriend, Hunter, for being there with me every step of the way. I feel blessed and thankful, and I could not have done this without you all. Your support and encouragement will always be remembered as I explore new goals and work toward new achievements. Lastly, I would also like to thank the nursing faculty for all the time you took to help us through this nursing school journey. Laura Lauder. Thank you to my family for their continuous support, and especially to my husband, Adam. Thank you for editing all my papers. Kay Michelle. First, thanks is given to God Almighty for giving me the confidence, determination, focus, and discipline to do what needed to be done for me, so graduating with my BSN. Second, thanks to my husband, son, and son-in-laws for their constant love and family support. Ilona Prather. I want to thank the Lord my God for giving me the strength to make it through this journey. He gets all the glory. I want to thank my husband for his support, patience, and love. I thank my mother for always having my back no matter what. Lastly, I want to thank Bean, my 7-year-old son, for being such an amazing kid. You're so kind, understanding, and caring. I love you with all my heart, soul, and all of my mind. I'm now going to present the Masters of Science in Nursing students. Joanna Potempa. I would like to thank my husband, Mike, for his dedication to our family and my education as he served as the model Nursing 502 patient. I want to thank my amazing boys, Matthew and Sammy, for providing motivation for me to finish this program. Thank you to my parents who established my early education and encouraged me during my undergraduate BSN program at Ball State University 17 years ago. A big thank you to all my family and friends for the love, support, and encouragement. Thank you to my colleagues and mentors in the Mott PICU and Professional Development and Education Department at U of M. Thank you to Laura Kovic from the EMU Writing Center for proofreading every paper I have submitted over the past 2 years. Last but not least, thank you to my wonderful classmates and faculty here at Eastern Michigan University. Congratulations! Rebecca Simpson. I would like to thank all of my family. I could not have achieved this goal if it wasn't for every single one of you. Thank you so much for your love and support. This one is for my mom and my dad. Sam Tylo. I had my first music class here in Pease 49 years ago. I thank my children, Beth, Chris, Terry, and Asher. I thank Doctors Jen Peltz, Myler, Cernick, Blondie, and Washington, and all. I thank my very significant other, Michelle, especially for her support. I would now like to welcome up to the stage our BSN student selected speaker, Megan Muma.
Distinguished faculty, proud family and friends, stunning graduates of 2023, thank you. It's an honor to address you this afternoon. If I may, I'd like to start by sharing an unpopular opinion. Before the fall of 2021, I was really enjoying online school. I had grown really fond of being able to take all of my classes remotely, on the couch, laptop, kind of there on the table, and a cat or two at my feet. I was very comfortable, and I realized this is a statement of privilege, cat privilege, couch privilege, among many others. So when the time came to start class in person, I was a little anxious. It had been almost 10 years since I had been back in a classroom. But then, I walked into the Marshall Building for our first semester of official nursing school, and I discovered that I was so charmed by you. I had forgotten what it was like to know your classmates. I was impressed by your stories, by all the different reasons that you wanted to be nurses. Beginning each semester, the professors would often ask us to go around the room, introduce ourselves, and state why we were drawn to the profession. Wanting to care for others, family legacy, personal experience with illness, your own or that of a loved one, just to name a few, and each reason as diverse as we are. I was moved by your drive, by your diligence. Some of you just 18, 19 years old with laser focus. Some of you balancing sport and school. Some of you working a whole night shift and showing up at 7 a.m. paraclinical. Some of you are caring for young children at home, but still meeting the exacting demands of this program. The more too I considered our collective experience and the timing of our educational choices, the more I was blown away. Because we all lived through 2020, right? Yeah. Bearing witness to the healthcare industry, especially nursing, wrestling with the ongoing devastation of a global pandemic, and we said, teach us how to be nurses. Show us how to help you. That is unique. Maybe it's a little bit reckless. And then when nursing school got hard, and it did, we kept going. Each of us faced different challenges in pursuit of this degree, and none of us would be here without the support of our family, our friends, our partners, and our mentors. To all of you who stood by us as we went through on this journey, thank you. Those of you who are here today, and those of you cheering us on afar, we couldn't have done it without you. In return, and I mean this sincerely on behalf of everyone, we promise to field your healthcare questions and look at all the pictures of your weird bumps and bruises and rashes for years to come. Now that we have persevered through the rigors of nursing school, we prepare to be beginners yet again in the workplace as new graduates. This is daunting. Being a beginner is hard. You don't know what it is that you don't know. So I made a plan. I'm pretty type A, so it's actually a list. And I'm going to share it with you today, so maybe we can follow it together. Number 1, try to remember why you came here. Number 2, try to remember what you learned. Obvious, but easier said than done. And number 3, try to remember that you are not alone. We'll be new, but we'll be new together. One of our professors, Dr. Fox, always says, nursing is a practice profession, and no one emerges from the womb as a nurse. I find this very comforting. Respectfully, I will add, we were born to do this. Congratulations, graduates of 2023. We did it.
Thank you, Megan, for those wonderful words. It has come time for closing remarks. I promise I will make this short. First, I just want to remind everyone that at the end of the ceremony to please allow faculty and graduates to process out of the building, followed by the guests. I also have an announcement from the Sigma Theta Tau International EMU chapter. They will be selling EMU mugs at the end of the ceremony in the back. They are $5 per mug if it's cash, or $5.25 if it's credit. I would like to take a moment to thank the Convocation Planning Committee. Thank you, Deanna Gower, Melissa Kachatoroff, Marsha Lathian, Jill Serum, Celisa Walter, Tamara Wagner. Honestly, we could be lost without you. Thank you for your dedication in making this such a special event. Florence Nightingale lived from 1820 to 1910. She was a British nurse, social reformer, statistician, and frequently recognized as an integral person to modern nursing. Florence Nightingale said, "Nursing is a progressive art, such that to stand still is to go backwards." I think Florence Nightingale is referring to the profession of nursing as one that continually seeks out opportunities to improve care, challenges boundaries, and advocates for the vulnerable and those in need. A great example of this was the pandemic and the nursing's ability to adapt and problem solve a myriad of challenges to provide compassionate care to individuals with COVID and their family members. The best nurses are the ones who you want to take care of your family members. They are knowledgeable, and eager to learn in this ever-evolving field. They are open-minded, analytic, empathetic, and good problem solvers and collaborators. They are leaders who advocate for the needs of their patients, no matter how small the need or how great the resistance. Become one of those nurses. We here at Eastern are proud of you and are most grateful to have had the opportunity to be a part of your journey. Know that we will always be here to cheer you along your way. Thank you.